Chase doing the blocking on the right-hand side of the offensive line for Oak Hill. Clearing a spot for Buto, just couldn't spring it loose. I think if I'm guessing correctly, he's going to take a timeout here, but we'll see. He's taking an awful long time for Dalton to get to play.
There's a lot of talking about what they want to do here.
He'll wait for the official, and he did.
And that's what they do. Timeout Oak Hill. That'll be their second of the first half. The clock still hasn't stopped yet. Still going. Still going. Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
come on. There we go. They got it. Here we go. Let's see if they're going to stop the clock. Let's see. There we go. The guy has so much space in there. I don't understand why that clock just isn't. Yeah. It's unbelievable. All that room. It's great. The crowd's actually telling the clock guy where the clock should go back to. And it's currently at 9:24. They want it back to 9:40.
It took 16 seconds to get his attention.
It took 16 seconds to wave.
Actually, more than that, because I think I
maybe
saw a few
there's so much
pop
space in there that there's just
too much. Although it might be a little crowded. I believe there may be a media representative in that room today.
Wow, that's super crowded.
Bumping elbows, maybe.
Yeah, I saw that. Some guy comes in with an ID, and he's like, "I'm here with a," and he comes into the press box. I'm like, "Who? What? What are you doing?"
Sorry.
You got Cal Oaks rolling down on the sidelines. You know.
Two people.
Confirmed. Two people.
So we do have the media representative.
Okay.
And said clock operator.
All right. So maybe there wasn't enough room to move that clock.
Right, because we have enough room.
Right. 4th and 7. Our camera guy, who's undisclosed, has enough room.
Yeah.
4th and 7 for Oak Hill. They're at the 25-yard line of Lisbon. Back to pass is Terry. He has a man, and it's caught! And he's going to hang on to it at the 5-yard line! What a beautiful throw and catch! That was number 23, Connor Nilsson, who caught that at the 5, and he did a great job, Steve, of keeping it up by his helmet so that the ball didn't bounce away.
That was a post route for Nilsson that time. Hall's on the coverage. Terry fit it in just in front of Nilsson, diving for the catch. Did a nice job securing it to the ground and right back up to the line of scrimmage for the Raiders.
1st and goal at the 5 for Oak Hill. It's going to be a handoff to Buto. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to get to the line, and I think he's going to gain about 1. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 4.
Got to get out to the edge. Most of the space that Oak Hill can have to run in is going to be outside of the tackle box. Those interior runs is just not a whole lot of room to run through that big defensive line. Looks like we've got a player hurt for Lisbon.
It's kind of one of those standing hurt players, so he's kind of walking off there. That's number 62, Tanton Matson, Jr., walking off gingerly. Clock is back again. Under 9 minutes remaining in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 4 for Oak Hill. Second time they've been in the red zone. See if they can get in this time. Buto follows his blockers, and he's going to get real close to the 1, and I think you're going to have a late holding flag against Oak Hill because as the play continued, the back judge just kind of hung out there and threw the flag right into the play. We'll see what happens unless it's a face mask.
Looked like a couple of flags came in, and it is a hold against the defense.
No, it's a face mask. Face mask. They do that same thing. It's when they do when they do the tugboat. Remember tugboat?
Absolutely.
Before tugboat turned heel on Hogan, like that tugboat, they go, or you're trying to get the trucker to blow his horn.
I feel like tugboat,
that's what they do for that one.
Much better than Typhoon.
Yeah, I would say so. I liked him better as Shockmaster, though, when he fell over. That was even better.
Absolutely.
He lost his helmet. Those are good moments in wrestling history. 8:30 remaining in the first half. It's 3rd and goal from the 1. Terrian's just going to take it himself, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Fire up those fire trucks, Raider fans.
Terrian's 12th rushing touchdown this year. Impressive effort that time by the senior, marching his offense right down the field against a very tough Lisbon defense. Able to punch in for a score. That's a critical score here and breaks the scoreless tie between these two teams.
6-0 with 8:26 remaining in the first half. Looks like Lisbon's going to go for 2 here. No, they're not. Just kidding. Sounded funny. They were in that huddle for a long time for an extra point,
They were.
I felt.
They absolutely were.
Gilbert will kick it. Tyrion will hold it. When your starting quarterback's a holder, you never know. Kick is away, and it was slow motion and high, but it was good. 7-0, Oak Hill with the lead. We'll be right back on the Z.
Are you ready for the cold weather? Stevens Hardware and Rental in Sabattis has England pellet stoves and plenty of wood pellets on hand for those cold days ahead. They also have a variety of snow shovels, salt, and everything you need to make your fall cleanup easier. Stevens has small excavators, tractors, log splitters, wood chippers, and they also rent equipment. For all your hardware needs, stop by Stevens Hardware and Rental, located at 186 Sabattis Road in Sabattis. Call 375-6253 and like them on Facebook. Good luck to the Oak Hill Raiders from Stevens Hardware and Rental. We believe.
If it's about Lewiston, Auburn, you'll hear it here.
The Pulse of LA.
Z1055.
WEZR. Lewiston, Auburn.
Welcome back. Kickoff for the Oak Hill Raiders after they score a 1-yard touchdown by Dalton Terrian. It is 7-0. Raiders with the lead. They're kicking off to Lisbon. The ball goes through the legs and all the way back. It stops at the 1-yard line. Oh, that's not good for Lisbon. And Lisbon gets tackled back at the 5. Henry Adams had to pick up the mess. Curtis Bolton had it go right between his legs. It was like a football version of Bill Buckner. Skipped through his legs at the 20, and the ball stopped at the 1. In Lisbon in bad field position, down 7 on a cold, windy day here in Wales. Things not looking good for the Greyhounds
Looked
right
like
now.
it might have clipped Bolton's leg on the way by, and no other option that time for Adams other than to try to pick it up and try to create something with it. Matthew Strout closing quickly, making a great special teams tackle.
Back to pass. He's under pressure. Throws up in the air. That's going to be intercepted, and it is. Darren Bailey picks it up at the 20-yard line. Tyler Halls threw across his body, got hit in the chest, and the Raiders are back in business. Uncle Mo is on their side. They lead by 7, and they're already in the Lisbon red zone.
Connor Elwell into the backfield that time with Austin Goucher getting good pressure on Halls. Contact as he threw. The ball just popped off, and Bailey able to collect the interception. And now great field position here for the Raiders, trying to go up 2 scores.
Terrian and Raiders break the huddle. You wonder if they're going to go for the end zone right here. Buteau is the deep back. Terrian in the pistol. They're going to hand it off to Buteau, and he's going to gain 5-6, actually inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Nice little run there on first down.
Yeah, they were keying on Terrian, thinking for sure he was going to keep it, and that bought Buteau a couple of steps. Great pickup on first down by Levi.
7:50 remaining, and the clock is ticking here in the first half. It's 7-0 Oak Hill. They've got the ball after an interception. They now have it at the Lisbon 14-yard line. Looking to make it more. Looking to win another one in a row. Handoff is going to go to Poirier, and he is going to lose 2. And it'll be 3rd and 6.
They found something interiorly that they can get through the blocking scheme for Oak Hill, and Lisbon had pressure a couple of times now into the backfield. That time Poirier just didn't have anywhere to go.
Terrian in the no huddle, barking out calls. And Oak Hill's going to take their 3rd timeout. No more timeouts for Oak Hill in this half. They lead 7-0. Let's see if I can get you some scores. Maybe I can look and see scores, maybe? Let's see what I did. Now, what did I do with my phone? That's question number 1. Okay, that's in my pocket. Okay.
Phone in pocket.
Okay, so phone's in pocket. So now we're going to open up the old Twitter thing. Hold on just a second here. The old Twitterino. We'll see. We'll
I've
see
got
what's going on.
Marshwood 15-0 over Falmouth.
What do you got there?
Marshwood 15-0 over Falmouth.
15-0 over Falmouth.
Wells 14-7 over Yarmouth.
Oh, interesting. And Bonnie Eagle, after a Zach Brannon 77-yard touchdown run, leads Thornton Academy 7-0.
Seconds ago.
Seconds ago. Mere seconds.
Mere seconds ago.
Of course, if you're looking for any of the other games and you're online, you can always check out the links. They're all right there at mbr.org. Shout out to Chris Hodgkin, who is actually board-opping one game and watching another.
Outstanding.
Great job, Chris. That's good. Any guesses on what he's watching? This one, of course.
Why wouldn't he?
Yes. Because you can do that at MBR. That's a thing you can do there. 3rd and 6 for the Raiders. Terrian's going to run it himself off the right side, and he's going to get the first down. He's going to get just outside the 7-yard line. Gain of 9. Actually looked like Lisbon was calling for a holding call there on the outside that didn't come.
Yeah, well, anytime you see Dalton get that much space out on the out-hand side, but it was Gavin Chase that actually continued blocking down the football field, and Halls came in late with the hit against Terry and knocking him out of bounds.
You had some type of like hay on your windsock that was driving me insane.
Well, it was from the flow.
The insanity that it was I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't do it. It's like having something in your nose. It's like, hey, there's something in there. Get that out. 1st and goal from the 8. Terrian runs off to the left side. He's got nothing but green grass and dreams in front of him. He cuts it up the middle and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. I thought he probably had a clear shot if he just went for the flag, but instead he decided to take on the Lisbon tacklers, and he won.
Yeah, it was Henry Adams that kind of had him squared up, and Adams wasn't moving, just feet planted right on the goal line. Terrian had the opportunity to run to the near side pylon, instead cut it back up the field for his 13th touchdown rushing this year. And just inside 7 minutes, the Raiders up 13-0 against the Greyhounds.
6:49 remaining in the first half. Oak Hill leads Lisbon 13-0. Gilbert on again, looking for another one of these slow motion extra points, which is always a fun time in the wind, by the way. Snap is down, kick is up. That was not slow motion. That split right down the middle and good. 14-0, Oak Hill with the lead. We'll be right back on Z1055. It's LA's only local radio station.
Centromed Orthopedics in Auburn is proud to be a sponsor of the 2015 high school football season. CMO's sports medicine program integrates the services of their physicians, including Dr. Paul Kane and Dr. Patrick Fallon, physician assistants, physical therapists, and athletic trainers. Should you get hurt at a practice or at a game, CMO offers priority scheduling for athletes. They'll get you in within 24 hours and get you back on the field as quickly as possible. Located at 690 Minot Avenue in Auburn, call 783-1328. Online at cmogroup.org. Find them, like them on Facebook.
Welcome back. High school football on the ZZ1055. Matty B with you here on a Saturday afternoon. No, it is not Monday morning or Friday morning between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. This is not the Breakfast Club. This is high school football on the Z. Matt Boutwell, Steve Flynn with you here. Undisclosed cameraman also with you here. Chris Hodgkins keeping you on the air in Norway for the game on 92.7 OXO. Mean Gene Casty keeping us on the air here in Auburn. Thanks to Mean Gene for deviating from the normal schedule today to give us some coverage. It's all hands on deck when it comes to high school playoffs in every sport. Football has become no different. The kick is away, and it goes through his legs once again, but this time goes in and out of the end zone for a touchback. Sean Grover, that's the second time that's happened to him where that ball has taken a bounce and it's gone right through his legs. This time, though, Lisbon got lucky. It went through the end zone.
Yeah, they're lucky for that touchback. That time Adams didn't have to try to create something at the 1, but last time pinned deep into this territory. Good pressure from the defensive line of Oak Hill into the backfield, not giving Halls much room to throw. Got to imagine that strategy sticks. Put all the pressure that you can on him. Down 14, they're going to have to throw.
I don't think you have to throw yet, but you got to be doing something positive, and that play is not going to be positive. Lucas Francis got blown up in the backfield for a loss of 5, and it's 2nd and 15. And what, if you are a Lisbon fan, what you didn't want to happen was you didn't want Lisbon to get down 2 because they do have to stop. Running the ball so much, and now Francis is banged up, and that's not good news if you're a Lisbon fan. He tried to get off the field. Instead, he sat right down at the 16-yard line. Knee or ankle, Steve?
Ankle. Left ankle. twisted down. Elwell grabbed him, wrapped him right around the top, and kind of twisted him down. He looked like it folded up underneath somebody. And so we're going to have water timeouts the whole 9.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That's the whole thing about it.
Second time Elwell has been able to bust through the line. Correction, Maddie. Testing out the knee, my friend.
Oh, they are testing out the knee. They are testing out the knee. I'm just trying to get to the thing and the stuff.
Find the thing and get the stuff.
That's what we're trying to do here. Looks like Francis is going to get helped off the field there. Shout out to the Oak Hill fans for a nice little clap there.
Only a freshman. Gets a lot of time here, offensively and defensively, for Lisbon. So they'll reset. Hall's trying to get everybody fired up. He's going